Welcome back to our channel Bookzo English. Today we are talking about something we use every day but rarely respect. Today we are talking about time, not clock time, not watch time, lifetime. Your time is your life. My name is Avanil, and I want to talk to you like a friend who cares about your future. Many people think life is long. Many people think they have time. They say, I will start later. I will change later. I will focus later. But later is the most dangerous word in life. Because later slowly becomes never. We wake up every morning and spend hours without thinking. We give time to phones. We give time to people. We give time to noise. But we never ask where our life is going. Time feels cheap when we are young. We waste hours like they are nothing. We sit for long talks with no meaning. We scroll for hours with no purpose. We stay awake late and wake up tired. We wait for motivation instead of creating discipline. We say we are busy, but we are not growing. And one day something strange happens. We look back and feel empty. We feel older but not better. That is when we realize a painful truth. Time did not pass. Life passed. Your time is not separate from your life. Your time is your life. Every hour you waste is a piece of life you will never get back. Most people do not lose life in one big mistake. They lose life slowly, quietly, comfortably. They lose it in small daily habits, in useless hangouts, in endless talking, in saying yes to everyone, in avoiding effort, in choosing comfort again and again. They think they are living, but they are only existing. Let me tell you something honest. You are not tired because you work too much. You are tired because your time is going to things that do not matter. When time has no direction, the heart feels heavy. When days have no meaning, the mind feels lost. Many people feel stressed and confused, not because life is hard, but because life is empty. Time without purpose creates pain. People ask why they feel unhappy even when they have fun. The reason is simple. Fun without growth feels good for a moment, but empty later. Growth gives meaning. Meaning gives strength. Time is meant to be invested, not spent. When you invest money wisely, it grows. When you invest time wisely, you grow. But when you waste time, it does not shout. It stays silent. It smiles. It feels comfortable. And that is why it is dangerous. The biggest lies in life sound soft. Things like, relax today, enjoy now. Everyone else is doing it. One day is nothing. 1 hour does not matter. But 1 hour every day becomes years. And years decide your future. Many people think losing time means sleeping all day or doing nothing. That is not true. Most people lose time while looking busy. They go out every evening. They sit with friends daily. They talk about people. They talk about problems. They talk about dreams. But they never work. They never build. They never practice. They never learn deeply. Talking feels like progress. But talking does not change life. Action does. Some people plan for years. They imagine success. They discuss goals. But they never start. Starting is scary because starting removes excuses. When you start, you see the truth. That is why many people stay in planning mode. It feels safe. Time is lost when we become available for everyone except ourselves. Every message gets a reply. Every call gets answered. Every plan gets accepted. We cancel our goals to make others comfortable. We fear being called boring. We fear being left out. We fear judgment. But we forget one thing. No one will protect our future except us. People who take your time today will not pay for your regret tomorrow. Being kind does not mean being careless with your life. You can be respectful and still say no. You can love people and still protect your time. Time is not selfish. Time is survival. The people you spend time with decide the direction of your life. If your circle wastes evenings, you will waste evenings. If your circle avoids discipline, you will avoid discipline. If your circle laughs at effort, you will feel ashamed of trying. We become normal in the environment we stay in. That is why some people never change. Their surroundings never change. Growth requires space. Growth requires silence. Growth requires saying no. Most people are afraid of being alone. They think solitude is loneliness, but solitude is where life is built. Solitude is where you read, where you think, where you learn, where you plan, where you understand yourself. People who avoid solitude usually run into crowds that waste their life. Comfort is the biggest thief of time. Comfort does not push. Comfort does not challenge. Comfort does not build. Comfort says, stay the same. Stay where you are. Do what feels easy. Comfort gives pleasure today and regret tomorrow. Discipline feels hard today, but gives freedom later. The future belongs to disciplined people, not talented people. Talent without discipline wastes time. Discipline without talent still wins. Many people wait for the right mood, the right motivation, the right time, but the right time never comes. Life does not wait for perfect conditions. Life rewards action in imperfect moments. If you wait, you lose time. If you act, you build time. Time works for people who respect it. Time works against people who ignore it. The sad truth is that life will not warn you before time runs out. There is no alarm, no message, no reminder. One day, you just realize that you waited too long, that you gave your best years to comfort, that you traded your future for entertainment. That moment hurts more than failure. Because failure means you tried. Regret means you did not. Remember this clearly. Your time is not free. Your time is your life. If you do not decide how to use it, others will decide for you. If you do not protect it, distractions will steal it. If you do not invest it wisely, regret will collect it later. You do not need to change everything today. You just need to start respecting your time. Start by questioning your evenings, question your weekends, question your circle, question your habits. Ask yourself, is this helping my future or stealing it? When you start asking better questions, your life slowly changes. Time does not create life. How you use time creates life. And when you finally understand that your time is your life, You stop wasting it on things that do not matter. When you truly understand that your time is your life, your thinking slowly starts to change. You stop asking how to kill time and start asking how to use time. You stop saying, "I am bored," and start saying, "I need direction." Boredom is not a lack of fun. Boredom is a lack of meaning. People who have purpose rarely feel bored. They feel tired sometimes. They feel stressed sometimes, but they do not feel empty. Empty days create empty minds. That is why many people escape into phones, movies, gossip, and noise. Silence scares them because silence shows the truth. Silence asks questions they do not want to answer. What am I doing with my life? Where am I going? Who am I becoming? These questions are uncomfortable, so people stay busy, not productive, just busy. They fill time with anything that avoids thinking. But avoiding thinking does not stop time. It only wastes it. Time keeps moving, whether you are serious or not. That is the brutal truth of life. Many people believe that tomorrow will be different automatically. They think motivation will appear. They think circumstances will improve. They think someone will guide them. But life does not work like that. Tomorrow only changes when today changes. If today is wasted, then tomorrow will look the same. Days repeat until you decide to break the pattern. Patterns decide destiny. Most lives look average because most days look average. When you wake up without a plan, you give your life to chance. When you live without structure, distractions take control. A day without intention is an invitation for time to be stolen. That is why successful people protect their mornings. They wake up before the noise. They think before reacting. They plan before scrolling. Morning discipline sets the tone for the whole day. If you lose the morning, you chase the day. If you win the morning, you lead the day. Time respects people who respect structure. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that small efforts do not matter. They think reading 10 minutes is useless. They think learning one thing a day is too slow. They think practicing a skill for 30 minutes will not change anything. But they forget how life works. Life compounds. Small efforts done daily become massive results over time. 1 page a day becomes books. 1 skill a year becomes mastery. 1 hour a day becomes a new life in 5 years. But people want fast change with no patience. They want big results with small effort. When results do not come quickly, they quit. Quitting wastes more time than starting late. Consistency is the real secret of time, not motivation, not inspiration. Consistency. Time rewards people who show up daily even when they feel nothing. Feelings change. Discipline stays. Another silent time killer is comparison. Many people lose focus because they are watching others. They compare progress. They compare success. They compare lifestyles. They compare journeys that are completely different. Comparison steals time by stealing attention. When you focus on others, you lose focus on yourself. Everyone has a different starting point, a different background, a different struggle. The only fair comparison is with your past self. Are you better than last year? Are you more disciplined than last month? Are you more focused than last week? Growth is personal. Time works best when you walk your own path quietly. Loud lives are often empty lives. Quiet lives are often built deeply. People who grow fast usually grow silently. Another dangerous habit is waiting for confidence. Confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes after action. People say, "I will start when I feel ready." But readiness is created by starting. No one feels ready at the beginning. Everyone feels confused. Everyone feels scared. Everyone doubts themselves. But action clears doubt. Movement creates clarity. Standing still creates fear. Time rewards courage, even small courage, especially small courage repeated daily. Many people also lose time because they try to do everything at once. They overload themselves. They start many things and finish nothing. Scattered effort creates scattered results. Focus multiplies time. When you focus on one skill, one goal, one direction, time starts working with you. Focus removes noise. Focus removes distraction. Focus removes unnecessary people and activities. When you focus, your life becomes simple. Simple does not mean easy. Simple means clear. Clear direction saves years of confusion. One clear goal is better than 10 unclear dreams. Time loves clarity. Clarity creates speed. Another truth is that not all rest is good rest. Many people rest by scrolling. They rest by watching. They rest by doing nothing meaningful. But this type of rest does not refresh the mind. It makes it dull. Real rest comes from doing things that recharge you. Walking, reading, writing, reflecting, learning something new, sitting quietly. Real rest prepares you for growth. Fake rest steals more energy. When your rest is intentional, your work becomes powerful. When your rest is mindless, your days feel heavy. Many people complain that life is unfair, that others are lucky, that opportunities are limited. But they forget one thing. Everyone has the same 24 hours. The difference is how they use them. Some invest hours into growth. Some spend hours on comfort. Life does not reward fairness. Life rewards preparation. Opportunities go to people who are ready, not to people who are waiting. When opportunity meets preparation, magic happens. When opportunity meets excuses, nothing happens. Time prepares people quietly. Then suddenly the world calls them lucky. Luck is often just time used wisely. Another painful reality is that not everyone will support your growth. Some people will feel uncomfortable when you change. They will say you are different. They will say you are arrogant. They will say you forgot them. But growth always creates distance. Not because you hate people, but because your priorities change. You cannot grow and stay the same. Growth requires letting go of habits, letting go of routines, letting go of people sometimes. This is not cruelty. This is maturity. Your future deserves your loyalty more than your comfort zone. Time forces choices. You either choose growth or repetition. There is no middle path. If you do nothing, you choose repetition by default. Choosing nothing is still a choice, and that choice has consequences. Every day you delay discipline, you strengthen regret. Every day you choose effort, you weaken fear. Life listens to actions, not promises. Time listens to habits, not plans. When you build strong habits, time becomes your ally. When you avoid habits, time becomes your enemy. Remember this clearly. You are not running out of time today, but you are using it. And how you use it today decides who you become tomorrow. Time does not ask questions. Time only records decisions. As this story comes to an end, the message becomes very simple but very powerful. Your time is your life. Nothing else matters more. Not money, not opinions, not comfort, not noise. Everything you become is built from how you use your time. Life is not built in one big day. Life is built in small daily choices. The way you start your morning, the way you spend your evening, the people you sit with, the habits you repeat. These things shape your future quietly. Many people wait for life to become serious. But life does not announce seriousness. Life becomes serious when time runs out. That is why the smart person becomes serious early. Not stressed, not angry, just aware. Awareness changes behavior. When you become aware of time, you stop wasting it without guilt. You do not hate fun. You do not hate people. You simply choose wisely. You understand that everything has a cost. Even free things have a cost. Free entertainment costs time. Free gossip costs focus. Free comfort costs growth. Nothing is truly free. Time always pays the bill. The question is whether you pay today with effort or pay later with regret. Effort is painful at first, but light later. Regret is light at first, but heavy later. That is why discipline feels hard and regret feels soft in the beginning. But the weight switches with time. People who protect their time early enjoy freedom later. People who waste time early carry pressure later. This is not motivation. This is reality. Look around, and you will see it everywhere. The people who use their time wisely are calm. They are confident. They are not rushed. They are not desperate. They are not afraid of silence. They know who they are and where they are going. The people who wasted time are always in hurry, always stressed, always blaming, always chasing, always tired, always confused. This difference was not created overnight. It was created by daily decisions. Time magnifies what you do daily. If you invest daily, you grow. If you escape daily, you shrink. If you build daily, you become strong. If you avoid daily, you become weak. Time does not choose favorites. Time treats everyone the same. It gives everyone the same hours and waits for decisions. Your future is watching what you do today. Your future is silent, but it is always recording. One day it will speak, and when it speaks, you will either feel proud or broken. That moment is created now, right now. You do not need to become perfect. You do not need to change your whole life today. You just need to respect your time a little more than yesterday. Go to sleep a little earlier. Wake up a little earlier. Learn one small thing. Say no to one useless plan. Read a few pages. Sit in silence for a few minutes. Think about your direction. Small steps protect time. Small steps build discipline. Discipline builds freedom. Freedom builds a meaningful life. Many people search for happiness everywhere, but happiness is not found. Happiness is built. It is built when your days have meaning, when your effort has direction, when your life is moving forward. Progress creates happiness more than pleasure ever will. Pleasure fades, progress stays. That is why disciplined people are happier in the long run. They suffer a little now so they can smile later. They understand delayed reward. They understand that real joy comes from becoming better than yesterday. When you respect time, you respect yourself. You stop lying to yourself. You stop making excuses. You stop blaming others. You take responsibility. Responsibility is heavy but powerful. Victimhood is light but destructive. Time rewards responsibility. Time punishes excuses. You cannot cheat time. You can only choose how it treats you. Some people say life is unfair, but life is very fair with time. Time gives exactly what you put in. If you give effort, you get growth. If you give focus, you get clarity. If you give discipline, you get strength. If you give excuses, you get regret. The equation never changes. Only people change. Some learn early, some learn late, some never learn. The saddest lives are not the ones that fail. The saddest lives are the ones that never try. Because failure teaches. Regret only hurts. Do not wait for pain to teach you the value of time. Learn it now while you can still change direction. Every day is a chance to restart. Every morning is a small new life. Use it wisely. One day you will look back at this moment. You will remember when you decided to take control. When you decided to stop wasting hours. When you decided to protect your future. That decision will quietly change everything. And when life finally slows down and you sit with yourself in silence, you will not say, "I wish I started earlier." You will say, "I am glad I respected my time." Because in the end, success is not about how fast you run. It is about how well you use the time given to you. Time is not your enemy. Time is your mirror. It shows who you truly are. And if you treat time with respect, time will reward you with a life that feels complete. This is the truth Avanil wanted to share with you today on Bookzo English. Remember this always. Your time is your life. Use it well.